Yo, dude.
This podcast sucks.
This is it. This is that show, dude.
This is that show where two average Joes are giving you average content, and we want you to see it.
Man. Average, gotta love it, dude. I'm just an average guy, you know.
We might be number 500 on the podcast charts, but we're number one in your heart.
Hey, are we 500?
I think it was 500.
Unfortunately, I know we are not.
507.
That'd be pretty sweet. For the viewers today, if our audio sounds a little wonky, we're figuring things out.
Little-ish.
I feel like too that the music wasn't loud either.
It was the same on my end.
Was it? So maybe it's an issue on my end.
Maybe your headphones are too damn good.
Maybe I got the fancy kind.
So you can still hear me, and if you can't hear us, just let us know when you hear it.
But yeah, when this is posted, we'll drop a comment if the audio is good or bad.
We still hear each other.
If I look sexy, drop a comment if Preston looks sexy.
Yeah, if you think Jimmy looks sexy, subscribe. I
don't even fit in the screen.
He may be engaged, but ladies, give him some subscribes.
I am taken. Preston is happily married. Married.
2 kids, but hey, if you have kids, subscribe.
Cheers. I don't know if you got anything.
Whoa. What are you drinking?
A little whiskey whisk.
Whiskey dick. What'd you say?
Nope, none of that here. A little whiskey, courtesy of Trey. What is it? Oh my God, I'm blanking.
Trey.
God, what is it called?
Oof.
Something apple. Oh, Crown Apple.
Oh, no.
Crown Apple and Sprite.
Absolutely not. I am currently not drinking and probably till the 4th, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I had too much to drink this weekend at a wedding that I was the best man of.
Yeah, how was that?
Well, let's just say
it looked fun based off your videos.
I did not know shots were ever going to be on the table at this wedding, being that it was on 10:30 in the morning on a Sunday. But the shot options.
Dude, I saw all those videos. Excuse me for itching my eye. I got something in it.
I saw 2 shot options: Jim Beam and tequila.
Oof!
It was brutal. The wife was not happy I was taking them. I was about 6 or 7 deep.
Oof!
Oof!
Dude, I saw Matt post on his Snap, and he was it was Erica or something. And she's like, "Yeah, last shot of the day." And I was like,
"It was
ripping them like crazy."
I came home and I took more shots for whatever reason. I had shots of Ruppelmints at that point. I took 2 or 3 shots. I was so drunk. Oh, viewers out there, here's a little chuckle. I think I sent something. I think I sent this snap to Jimmy. I don't remember. I was so drunk that I got home, and it was an early wedding, so I was tired by 6. I ordered DoorDash. I told them to drop it on my porch. I'll pick it up, and I passed out. And all the squirrels and birds and anyone that ate, they ate my Big Mac, my fries, and my Dr. Pepper.
Dang, I told Joe about that right away, and I was like, "Dang, Preston ordered DoorDash and forgot it, dude. That's the worst feeling in the world."
I just passed the hell out. I woke up that next morning. I'm like, "Damn,
yeah,
I did that." And then what I do after that, I ordered more McDonald's. I DoorDashed to the house, and I ate.
You have to.
I redeemed myself.
Is McDonald's the best hangover food?
So in the mornings. And when I'm back in the day, I wasn't hungover. This is weird. I was not hungover. I told you all the shots I took, and I'm surprised.
Also a different wedding time than
most. Maybe the hours of sleep.
Maybe the time of day helped you out there.
But normally my go-to is 2 sausage burritos, a large Dr. Pepper, and then I normally get a McGriddle in there. Big McGriddle.
There we go. I'm trying. I'm a big man that's trying not to eat fast food anymore. So McDonald's right now sounds hella good, and I can't have it. I
I'm
can't
a
have
chunky man who's trying not to eat fast food anymore, but still eats fast food.
it. I mean, I do from time to time. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm doing great because fast food sneaks in there every so often. But yeah, man, let's jump into it.
We've had some sports this week, not a
some
lot. But we've had
sports.
some sports.
Not a lot, but kind of a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of free agency stuff going on.
A big signing.
And if you can hear it popping in the background, it's fireworks.
It's fireworks season, guy. We're 2 days away from America. We're 2 days away.
Happy 4th of July. I used to say that when I was a little kid. I didn't know it was 4th of July. I thought people were saying Happy 4th of July. So I would just always say that. 4th of
You eat some fries for every July 4th?
That'd be, kind of. Are fries on the menu for July 4th?
Well, I mean, they're not an entree.
Dogs, burgers,
fries, hamburger fries.
Yeah, I would say they are for sure. But yeah, some news.
Yeah, this podcast sucks, and this is also this guy sucks.
It pains me, man.
It's sad.
It pains me, dude.
Listen to this, Jimmy.
Hold on real quick. I also want to give you good news. I figured out the volume thing.
It was all you.
It was all me.
And we're all good, and we hear each other well.
Yeah, I hear you great.
Will this affect the pod?
No, it won't.
Okay.
It was for the viewers. I record on my tablet, my iPad.
So the volume
for whatever
lower.
reason, my volume was turned to like 1. But I didn't think that would affect my headset volume. You know what I mean? Because my volume was still up.
Well, Jimmy, whatever your
I'm learning.
Whatever your headset's plugged into affects it.
Well, it's not plugged into my tablet.
No.
But kinda, I guess it's plugged in. I'm not a tech guy. Okay,
we're good. All you're saying is we've been good this whole time.
Yes, we have, and I didn't want to stress you out the whole episode of like, oh crap, can they hear me? Yes, they can. I fucked up. My bad,
guys. This is what this podcast is all about.
We're all about mistakes. We're guys who make mistakes and learn from their mistakes.
We're just your average. We're just your average Joes, and thank you for watching and watch again.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, Tim Anderson, man.
So he played for the White Sox from 2016 to 2023. He was a pretty damn good player for most of those years, batting titles, and he was arguably the face of the White. He was the face of the White Sox, and arguably one of the faces of the league.
Yeah, he was that year. What was it? 2021, the year that we played the Yankees in the
yes, one of the biggest moments of the year.
That year, I thought he was going to take over the MLB, and he was going to be the guy, and he was. He was the guy.
So here we go. I'm going to read you. I'm just going to do batting average because that's what he's known for. He wasn't a killer in homers and RBIs. So in 2019, he batted .335.
Damn.
Led the league batting title.
That's insane.
2020, he batted .322. 2021, the good year, the White Sox great year, they made the playoffs, bat .309. 2022, 22, he bat .301. And then And then last year with the White Sox in 2023. So this is
injuries
where I'm gonna,
got him though, right?
This is where I'm going to put this in 2023. He batted .245.
Yeah.
But there was rumors, and I think they were true, that he cheated on his wife.
I was going to bring that
up. And ever since that moment has happened, he has not had the same swag. He has not looked the same, and it just.
And to be quite honest, the dude got knocked out by what's his name on the Guardians?
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez, and things were also not the same after that. I feel like Ramirez knocked the sweat out of him, dude.
I mean, he was already having a bad time.
Went downhill after that.
Not only did he cheat on his wife, he knocked up another
allegedly
woman.
We don't know that for sure.
I think we do.
Do we? I thought it was just all rumors.
And I think he got her pregnant because then this year with the Marlins, in 65 games, he batted .214.
You know something's wrong with his mental if every year you're in the league, you're at or around 300. You know what I mean? and all of a
And
sudden,
then all these news comes
drop
out.
off.
Then you're in a lot of drama. Next thing you know, you drop 60 points in batting average. You're
man.
You're only hitting one home run. He only hit one home run that last year with the White Sox, which he's
I'm hearing on Sox Twitter that people are so done with the Sox this season that they think that the Sox should pick up Jose Abreu and Tim Anderson.
I'm here for it.
Give them a last ride to, you know what I mean? Just be like, hey, you know what? Come on back. Let's finish the season together.
We had nothing else to lose. We're 38 games under 500, 39 games under 500.
Yeah, you know,
they can't cost much.
I don't want to say we should do that, but at this point, what do we have to lose?
Abreu can play DH. We don't really have
a couple fan favorites back, and you know what I mean. Fill 20 more seats a game.
I think they get more than that with Abreu and Tim Anderson, but I mean, it really is sad. And
baseball's bad on Chicago, man.
I unfortunately do not see a redemption story with this one. I think there's a solid chance he may not play another major league game.
Yeah, I kind of see it too.
And I never loved him, but his swag pumped me up sometimes. And
100%, man.
He had fielding issues.
Abreu, you know what I mean? They got me into the not into, but they kept me interested in the White Sox for longer. They brought you back after we had a rough stretch because we had the World Series year. We had our World Series guys play a few more years. Abreu was always consistent as hell. He was always a player.
Abreu came into the White Sox 2014. That was also Paul Konerkel's final season with the Sox. And they kind of had a passing of the baton. And then Anderson got called up in 2016. They struggled, but they started doing that rebuild. They got players
too, man.
And then we had about
everything. Dude, everything is just terrible on the South Side. I heard Colson Montgomery is absolutely like shit in the bed in the minors.
He's leading the All-Stars for them this year. I think he's an All-Star.
He's batting like 200 in.
I don't know if that's accurate.
That's accurate. That report just came out today.
I don't like it. I don't think it's true.
Preston doesn't like it. Can't be true.
I need to hear your source. I thought Colson Montgomery's doing fine,
dude.
And
everyone's saying how bad he's been playing.
I thought he was the head of the minor league All-Stars team.
I
will say, however,
I mean, he might be just because he's I
will say, not talking about Montgomery, but kind of a light for the White Sox because Drew Thorpe's thrown a couple of great games now.
Yeah,
and his ERA is going to be what his ERA was because he got rocked that one game, but he's looking solid. I don't know if he'll ever be an ace, but he looks like a pretty solid player.
Yeah, dude. He's batting 211.
But how many homers, RBIs?
He has 10 homers, 32 RBI. He's walked 41 times, struck out 95 times.
What's he, 20 years old?
Which kind of seems like a lot to me.
Yeah, he'll figure it out, I'm hoping. If not.
Yeah, I mean, it's still early for him. I'm not super worried, but it doesn't look great. Batting 211 in the minors.
And you're in Double-A, I think. You got
to figure something out, man. But yeah, like you said, I'm pumped about Thorpe. I think he's going to be a good pitcher.
Eric Fetty, you got to trade him as soon as you can.
Yeah, 100%. I'm hearing a lot too of people saying we should trade Crochet, and I say hell no.
He's only like 20. He's really young still. You can't do it.
He's young. He's a big arm. I think you got to.
He looks like Chris Sale 2.0, maybe a little. Obviously not as good as Chris Sale, but he looks pretty darn good.
Realistically, how far away do you think the Sox are from contending?
5 years.
Contending. I mean playoffs. I don't even mean World Series.
Playoffs. 5 years.
You think so?
Yes,
yeah,
we
don't see anything less than that.
We don't have the studs that get prospects. No, we don't have anyone other than Crochet. There's nobody good enough to get top prospects on this team.
I have zero faith in every level of the White Sox organization.
We do not. Like Eloy Jimenez is not calling. He's not getting. No, you're not getting great prospects. When you get prospects, you're not getting
his ass.
You're not getting top prospects. Fetty, you'll get prospects, but you're not getting.
You'll get a little something. Yeah, you're not gonna get anyone crazy, but you'll get some.
Garrett Crochet is the only one, but he's young enough where you're like,
Yeah.
That's why they
You
say
can't.
trade him.
He's got a big arm.
And
You
then
can't.
outside of that, I mean, the young guys we have in this starting lineup, you got to think none of these guys are going to be playing on playoff teams.
Yeah.
A White Sox playoff team.
Right.
Michael Kopech might call for a few because they might look at him.
I would love if Kopech would just stand on home plate, let me stand on the mound and throw 20 pitches at Kopech. Dude, I could probably only throw 40 miles an hour. Just give me one shot. I hate Kopech with every bone in my body, dude.
I think he could become a pretty stud.
He was good for the first game that we had him.
I think he could kill as a closer.
Bro, we had him in as our closer. He was trash.
He's either going to walk everybody.
He has no command. Yeah, he has no command. The only thing he's got is he's got a good fastball, which again he has no control over.
And that fastball's not even as good as it was 2-3 years
ago. Exactly.
It sucks because that injury did something to him.
Oh yeah, man. The dude, his confidence and everything, and honestly, it's sad, but I remember when he came into the league, he was decent. Obviously, he had the injury, but also too, he went through a divorce, and when he was going through that, I feel like he dropped off. Now, I'm not saying there's a correlation with that, but you know what I mean. I don't know. There could be
happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, dude sucks now, and it's just sad, man. It's really sad to see where the Sox have gone.
Need that
considering where we were.
Need the consistent sex. If you ain't getting it, nobody wants to have sex with a 7 ERA pitcher or pitchers that
don't drop the soap.
Garrett Crochet's probably getting some.
Don't drop the soap. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, let's switch over to NBA. A lot of free agent stuff.
Heck yeah, we had some crazy stuff.
Trades, some
Bulls made some moves. The big one, I won't say this is the biggest one, but this is
one of the bigger ones.
A talk about one with Klay Thompson.
It's also weird because Klay's been on the Warriors obviously his whole career.
3-year, $50 million contract with the Mavericks. It is a perfect fit.
I like it. I think Klay is, let's be honest here. Klay's on the back half of his career for sure.
Oh, he's 34 years old. This might be his last contract and all.
Yeah. But I think you maybe said last episode or the episode before that, you were talking that he's still a good 3-point shooter, could still do a lot for somebody.
He averaged last year 38.7% behind three, for three. And that's still not high for him. But that's high in the league.
Yeah.
The Mavericks were so terrible in these NBA Finals for 3 points, point shooting. They weren't good. I think they went on a 9 for 31 stretch or something like that. It was not good. It was historically bad.
Now, because they have Klay, would you say?
Do I change my opinion from a few weeks ago?
Yes.
I do a little. So
I know you said you don't see the Mavs going back.
Yeah. So here we go. So it's important on experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling this a big three by any means.
No, they're definitely not big three.
Big three names, but
big
not
2.5 maybe.
Klay Thompson used to be known for defense before he had those 2 awful years of injuries.
Yeah.
So this is something I was thinking about. This is kind of, and he doesn't deserve this. He has nothing to prove. He's a 4-time champion. He has absolutely nothing to prove. But at the same point, you kind of feel like at the same time you kind of think he does. This is not like it's kind of like the Kyrie Irving situation, but it's not because he never was hated. But it feels like it's a redemption tour for him. Like he does not need a redemption. Like I said, he has nothing to give out there. He's done everything. He's arguably the top.
He's accomplished
top 3 best
a lot
shooters
more than most players will accomplish.
But like there was a lot of trash talk at him this year with he's lost, he's done. They benched him. He went on the bench and he was cool with
it.
And if you asked me, would Klay Thompson be the first one gone out of those 3? I'd be like, you're crazy. It's got to be Draymond.
Yeah.
But what if? Because the Mavericks just went to the finals this year. Right. They lost Derrick Jones. They're going to lose Derrick Jones. They lost Tim Hardaway. They're going to lose another player because Klay Thompson's $50 million.
Yeah.
But let's say the Mavericks win the finals. Klay's got 5. Steph Curry's got 4.
That'd be sweet.
There's going to be now. Obviously, Clay's going to be the third best player on this team.
Well, but everyone's going to make the argument of Clay wouldn't have those without Steph.
If he has a good series,
yeah, but everyone's going to say that Clay doesn't have those 4 without Steph. So
I'm still not saying the Mavericks.
Okay, let me ask you a question here. Clay doesn't have those without Steph, but does Steph have those without Clay?
I mean, you have to throw Draymond went some crazy stuff too.
I honestly don't think Steph has those without Clay.
I think they beat the hell out of them. I mean, you got to think 2 of those were Kevin Durant. They didn't need Clay.
Yeah.
They beat the crap out of the Cavs in 2 of those years.
Yeah. I always forget about the Kevin Durant
the first one, yeah, no, Steph and Clay both needed each other because I remember Steph didn't even win the Finals MVP. They gave it to Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
So no, Steph and Clay need each other. Was that 10 years ago already?
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, they lost the next year. They blew that big 3-1 lead to the Cavs. They get Kevin Durant. No, they didn't need each other. They just needed one of those guys to be on the team for Durant.
Right.
And then obviously, I think Clay got hurt and Kevin got hurt, and then it ruined everything. And then they have 4. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then they won the one they just did a couple years ago against the Celtics. Yeah. I think Clay struggled. He's been really inconsistent over these last 3 seasons. But he's coming off the Achilles and the torn ACL, so you give it to him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Steph's done. I don't think he's winning again over there.
Well,
unless they go out and make huge moves either this year, next year, a couple years, whatever. I don't see him doing anything again. You know what I mean?
It's just teams like the Timberwolves.
That's no shot at him either. Great player, one of the best. You know what I mean? One of the best shooters, if not the best shooter the NBA has ever seen.
And he's also not a young buck. You're in your mid-30s.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's sad. This era is coming to an end.
You're going to start losing that agility, the speed.
Yep. Yeah.
You got young bucks like the Timberwolves, the Thunder.
Yep.
Derek, you're not even worried about the Lakers anymore. Even though that's a bad matchup for the Warriors, is the Lakers, but it's the young teams.
Yeah.
No one's scared of Durant. No one's scared of LeBron. No one's scared of stuff.
Yeah, especially LeBron. LeBron's. I feel like he's on his way out. You know what I mean?
Now he's at the point where I just want to play with my son for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't even care what we do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna switch it over here because you mentioned him, but okay. I'm sorry. He had a press conference, and a reporter asked him if he picked up anything from his dad over the years, like being able to watch him. You know what I mean? And Bronny just had such a smug, oh, I don't got anything better to do with my time, remark. He didn't say that, but he was like, he's like, I mean, I have my own thing going on with basketball. I'm not always with him. And he's like, it's not like I'm in his pocket or something. And I'm just like, you mother.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? You're a rookie in the NBA. You should have not even been drafted to the NBA.
What did he say was wrong? What did he say that was wrong?
It was the way, his attitude. And maybe I'm being biased because I hate LeBron. Maybe that's it. But his smug, I'm not in his pocket. You know what I mean?
He's trying to say so I didn't watch the press conference.
So you got nothing wrong with that? I'm not doing it any justice. That's not word for word.
That sounds like, hey, I'm not my dad. I don't hang out with my dad every day, and he's trying to shut down those things. Like, hey,
I don't know, dude. I have that look on. I see him, and I'm like, you shouldn't be here. You took someone's roster spot. It's pathetic that he's got a roster spot. It's so sad.
I think he should have went to college for one more year. That's me. But
yeah, I don't think
he's got the talent. I think he was going to be a number 1 pick regardless the year before.
I think he's got the name. It
was like if Michael Jordan's kids would have came out and they didn't get into trouble, they probably would have drafted high for no reason, just because their dad was an elite player.
Yeah, Michael Jordan's son's too busy banging Scottie Pippen's wife.
That's not his wife. It's his daughter, right?
No, I think it was Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong on
I
that.
think that
but,
sounds right because there was some drama there.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there, which is hilarious.
I'm not
But
rooting for the kid. I'm not gonna make much of this Bronny James thing anymore. He got
it's just
drafted.
annoying. It's
That's the
annoying.
news.
LeBron gets under my skin, so does his kid.
He's
But yeah.
gonna play majority of this year in the G League, and that's
Yeah.
just gonna be what this is the biggest signing of the
PG to Sixers. What do you think?
It's the biggest name signing.
I think this is another one that we're talking about. I think Paul George is another basketball player who is on just kind of there right now.
He's 34 years old, just like Clay.
It's generation of basketball players, man.
I don't think this makes a difference.
I don't think so either.
That team, and I heard this, everyone's saying it, and I'm with everybody that says this. Joel Embiid's got to stay healthy for them to go to the finals. Plain and simple.
He's got that dead eye thing going.
if Embiid, this could have been Jimmy Butler. This could have been anybody, like another sidekick. They could have kept other than James Harden.
Jimmy Buckets.
He might be leaving the Heat here soon. As the rumors, I don't know. He's not a free agent though. But
yeah, I think it's a contract situation. I think he's just, you know what I mean, trying to get that number.
It's probably time for him to go. I just don't know where he would go.
Come home, baby.
Yeah, well, we're gonna lose DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
Did you see those?
Speaking of,
I didn't even know this was a thing. We gotta have better communication,
Yeah. Rumor is he's not going to return.
I don't understand the bipolar of this. So one minute he said, "I want to stay with this team. I love the ownership."
He could be doing the whole the bluff thing too. So who knows?
And then they trade. I heard he was really offended by the Alex Caruso trade. So that was the
because we're doing so well with everybody.
But dude, like the Bulls need to rebuild and get younger.
They refuse to rebuild. It's the Jerry Reinsdorf. He's okay.
Not rebuild. We don't
mediocre.
rebuild. We retool.
Yeah, and then you retool with a bunch of fucking sticks.
And now you got Levine saying the relationship is shattered, and DeRozan's upset with some trades. But I'm like,
yeah.
So I like the Josh Giddey trade. I loved Alex Caruso. I loved everything Alex Caruso.
Oh yeah, I love Caruso too.
I love his emotions. I love his physical play.
Lonzo Ball doesn't get hurt. When he gets hurt, I think that team has a chance to go to Eastern Conference Finals.
You're talking about the team a couple years ago with Lonzo Ball.
Years ago, Lonzo,
that
DeRozan.
Team's not making the NBA Finals, but like you said, their peak was Eastern Conference.
Yes,
Finals.
They definitely were a deep playoff team run, but they definitely didn't have enough to make it all the way. You know what I mean?
They were getting real hot.
Had a chance, could have.
Lonzo could shoot. He was passing. The passing was the main thing. We didn't have a good passer, and he was that guy.
Yep.
Levine was kicking butt. DeRozan
could stretch the court, man. Throw it from one end to another. You know what I mean? Like that team was quick.
It was a fun team, and
Levine was at his best when Lonzo was in.
They were just starting to gel, and then that happened, and then it just wasn't the same.
Such a killer. I saw a video right before we started recording of Lonzo working out and doing stuff. Boy, I'll tell you, his knees look like they're about to fall off.
Like you gotta think he hasn't also ran. Like it's been what?
Dude.
Years?
I had probably run more recently than Lonzo Ball.
Like this guy hasn't played in 2.5 years, and I don't know. We're not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what we want. We've been in the playing game every year. I don't know if we missed the play. I don't remember the last.
And then, and then you bringing up you there.
Hey,
we're back.
Sorry about that. I got a phone call, and that was the first time this has happened. And first
time it's happened. Everyone tell Preston to get some nice gear. You know what I mean? A fresh mic, even though that was my fault.
I got to get prepared.
That's all right though, man. We're rolling with it. We're rolling with it.
Blame a future guest, Matt. Maybe we should have him on now. But
right. But yeah,
talk about that Bulls team.
Yeah, we're talking about Lonzo and his knees falling off pretty much. But yeah, another thing with Levine is a NBA insider reported that the Bulls offered Levine to the Warriors.
I didn't hear this.
For Chris Paul and Andrew Wiggins. And the Warriors declined and then later waived Chris Paul. So that was a big slap in the face to the Bulls.
Why?
Why is it a big slap in the face of the Bulls?
I don't want Chris Paul.
No, I don't want Chris Paul at all. But what I'm saying is that the Warriors later released Chris Paul, so pretty much it would have been a Levine for Wiggins straight up deal.
I don't want Wiggins. I don't know what the.
I don't either. But what I'm saying is that's bad, dude.
It's a slap in the face to Levine, if anything. That's
well,
what you're trying to say.
Yes, but it also kind of is to the Bulls. It's like you messed up by giving him a max deal so bad. Nobody wants Levine. You know what I mean?
Because Chris Paul's expensive too, and Andrew Levine.
Oh, and he's old as hell, dude.
I don't understand why that trade would even be a thing, other than it's a cap move.
That's what I'm saying. It's
who was it?
It's a cap dump, but everyone knows that the Bulls effed up.
Remember when the Bulls had Carmelo Anthony for like 2 hours?
2 hours,
or it might have been less than that. I don't remember. Yeah, it was something really brief. You remember that?
Yeah. What year was that?
That was I don't know. It was about 6-7 years ago, if not longer. Yeah. Where they traded for him and then they cut him like seconds later or an hour
that was
later.
Weird, man. And then years before that too, always being rumored to get him. Damn, dude. We had so many opportunities to get so many people in their prime. Like when we could have had Kobe.
I didn't want him. I said it. And now
I absolutely wanted him.
He ended up winning a couple more.
But that's a wrong answer. There is a right and wrong answer, and your answer is wrong.
I thought he was a selfish.
You didn't want Kobe Bryant in his prime.
Player. He was older.
Selfish player.
It was what was it? You had to get up Luol Deng. The Bulls didn't want to make the trade because they had to
Luol Deng was in the trade. Tyrese Thomas was in that trade.
Tyrese Thomas is a joke and a bust.
Oh yeah, I that wasn't a issue. It was Luol Deng being traded.
Luol Deng was a stud.
Yeah, well, it was rumored that Paxson told Kobe that you'll never play for my team.
And then,
but there's no way he would have said that.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Kobe went on to make the finals 3 more times, and he won 2 of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I think that refreshed him, because it looked like the Lakers were about done, and then the big 3 stuff happened with Pierce and Garnett, and that was around that era. And Kobe wasn't liking them.
I didn't really look at as. I mean, I didn't hate the Celtics. You know what I mean? Getting together.
I did.
I mean, I rooted against them for sure, but I wasn't like how I was with the Heat.
And then the Lakers bucked up, and they got Lakers bucked up, got Gasol. They built a little team, and they ended up beating they lost to the Celtics. No, Celtics. They lost to the Celtics, beat the Magic, and then came back and beat the Celtics.
Good times, man. I feel like the NBA was great.
Rivalries are so much hatred then, and like this. Like they weren't
meant something, dude. Playing your teams.
Now I remember guys are like, I can't win, so I gotta join you and all this.
Yeah, I remember the days when the Bulls had like Kirk Heinrich and Andres Nocioni, and we were. I love Nocioni. Don't you say a damn bad thing about him.
I went to a game.
He was such a fun player to
watch. That game.
But like I remember playing like the Pistons in the playoffs, dude, and the Pistons were great. That was the Chauncey Billups,
Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace,
Prince.
Bro, that was 2000, and that was a big year. That was
I want to say like 2000.
March of 2007. Yep. 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Because you know what? There. You know what that year reminds me? You know why I remember that?
Why's that?
Because that was the first time in my life and only time in my life that I rooted for LeBron James.
Oh, you know what? I owned a LeBron jersey once upon a time.
What?
So
whoa. I never went that far.
His rookie, okay, it wasn't like a jersey. His rookie year, I got like the Walmart jersey of LeBron. And I wore it all, but the only reason I liked it was because it had my last name on the back.
Oh,
so I was like, "Oh, I'm wearing my own jersey."
LeBron Jimmy.
Yeah, LeBron Jimmy. That'd be cool, LeBron Jimmy.
No, because that year the Bulls swept the Heat.
Yeah.
And then they finally made it out of the first round, and then they started off down 3-0 against the Pistons. And I think they forced a game 6. They won the next 2, and then the Pistons beat the hell out of us in game 6.
Yeah.
And then
I just remember though, dude, I remember hating the Pistons so much.
Remember how it was so intense, so physical.
Oh, it was so intense. Basketball was just so much better.
And then
It
I
was
don't know if you remember.
like you said, you really hated your rivals, man. Like you would have made arrangements to go fly, to wherever the city of the team was, and freaking throw eggs at their cars, and like, you
Well,
know what I mean?
even
Like that's how much you hated them.
after that, the Bulls Heat was a rival, and
I feel like you just don't have that anymore.
not really. I mean, you kind of had it with the Grizzlies and the Warriors with those that year, but then it kind of just died out.
And you know what? It goes back to like I remember that interview with Jordan when Jordan was like, "Oh, you know what I mean? We would never join forces with anybody.
No,
we wanted
Isaiah.
to beat everybody.
He did not like,
yeah, you, dude. Nowadays, everyone wants to be friends. Everyone wants to be buddy. Everyone wants to play with each other. No HMO. You know what I mean?
You play harder, get better. I want to beat you.
Yeah, I want to beat your ass, man. I want to build my legacy.
Durant and the Warriors, per se. That was
the
worst move I've ever seen. Like, I know people say LeBron, but Durant, what he did was the worst move I've ever seen.
I would have loved it if Durant and Westbrook never left OKC.
They weren't going to win anything.
Can you imagine if Harden, in the midst of all that, never left OKC?
Harden had to leave.
I'm not saying it was a bad move by all means.
Well,
that's
how he got better. Remember? Because Harden was a bench
that's
player.
True. But he was a good bench player. Didn't he win 6-man?
But then he came in after that, and he was like, "Oh my God, this guy's a face of the league kind of player."
It's just sad, man. That team could have been. I mean, they were good. They were.
You know what? Speaking about what we were talking about, the free agent stuff. Well, James Harden.
See, James
Harden.
We got them all covered.
The Clippers are now in trouble because they lost Paul George. Kawhi Leonard doesn't play. James Harden's all for himself. I would not be shocked if that team doesn't make the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
Don't know if they're going to make a move. They're going to have.
I feel like they always do. I feel like they just always find a way. I feel like they'll sneak in there. But yeah, switching off basketball. We got some. They haven't made our episodes lately, but the Bears.
And football's coming up, guys. We're in July. Fantasy drafts are going to start cooking.
Yeah. Fantasy drafts are coming. Everyone. Be patient. It's coming.
I think about it. You know what's funny is I've been having dreams about watching Caleb Williams play. It's funny. I've had a couple. Just a little.
Oh, dude, I always do, man.
It's more just. It's not like a big thing. It's just more of like watching football again. And I'm like, oh, Caleb Williams on the team.
Dude, it's so funny because yesterday I was laying on my couch, and like I don't know why I just got like a cold shiver on me. And it reminded me of the fall when football's on, and I would just have football on all day.
Yes.
I would wake up at like 7 a.m. You know what I mean? Watch all the pregame stuff, get ready, set my lineups. You know what I mean? Make some bets.
Make sure
I would start making bets at 7.
Get prepared for all the doubtfuls. Are they going to actually play? Are they?
Yeah,
not?
I would start making my bets at 7 a.m. and I'm like, I'm going to do like 1 or 2 today. And by noon, by kickoff, I would have like 20 bets in it. I'm like, oh, damn.
I always look for the over and unders and yards and everything.
Oh, yeah, dude. The amount of parlays
I
do is actually
Guys, we are going to be filling content like crazy in football season. Like
we're going to hit our stride.
Probably going to be on like 2 to 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would like to cover one primetime game at minimum.
We'll probably do one whole episode on the Bears.
Depending what game's the better game of the week. You know what I mean? We're not going to. By all means, we are not going to do a primetime game if the game is like,
But the primetime game will probably be
Packers and Lions because they're dumb. No, actually, that'd be a great game to cover.
Packers and Lions. The Lions are the one.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to bash them. You know what I mean?
I like the Lions.
Let's be real. That'd be a fun game.
We'll have to do pick'ems. Have to have like everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll get our bets in. By the way, everyone watching this, we'll be making our bets. I got to be good with it. I got a wedding to pay for. But I'm
taking a brief
we're gonna take a pause. Sports aren't that great right now, especially on Chicago side of everything.
Yeah, like just bear with us. We'll be out here. You'll still see our faces every week, and we'll update you on our.
We're gonna be
the White Sox
pumping out this content, dude. Watch our shorts. We're gonna be posting shorts too if something happens. We're gonna send in 60-second or less videos. Watch those.
You guys to start sending us some comments. Give us some content you would like us to discuss.
Yeah.
Or
if you hear something going on in the sports world, let us know.
I don't care if it's sports or say you want to say, hey guys, have you heard this challenge? Do this challenge. We're all in on it, guys.
Yep. I'm down for a challenge.
We're here for
as long as it's not the one chip challenge. Have you ever
I'll do
tried that?
that.
You said
I've
you'll
never-
do it?
I've never done it.
Oh no, I won't. I did it with George. Nope, I won't do it again.
Because you're a couple sissies.
No, it's because it's the most disgusting tasting chip I've ever had in my life,
I've ate a freaking ghost pepper.
and it's so dry. But that it wasn't the heat that was the bad part. It was the part that sucked was it was so dry you couldn't get it down. Like it just completely. I can't even explain it. But yeah, challenges like Preston said. Preston still owes the fans here.
I will buy that.
He needs to get the jersey because we
were
can't count on
talking
him
kind
right
of about
now.
that last week, guys. I had people in my house. Plus, I heard a scream. So last week's podcast ended abruptly.
And I told Brandon came over for people who are still watching
equipment with you.
Yes, we have the flag. It was posted on my socials. It's posted on my what's that social media platform?
Threads.
There we go. I'm so old. I'm showing my age here.
Hey, do you have it on you?
It's put away.
We gotta have that on the wall somewhere.
Yeah. It hopefully gonna hang it up tomorrow. It's gonna be in view of all future podcasts.
I say next week you get that up there, and next week's pod.
Next week's pod is for sure gonna be up.
Let's try to get Brandon on for 5-10 minutes.
And I know we plug Brandon in here all the time, but the dude's amazing. He's a great friend to me and Preston. He goes above and beyond for us. Just want to give him a shout out again. But yeah, the flag looks amazing. It's like better than I ever could have pictured it being.
Well, when do I get it?
What's up?
When do I get it?
I mean, we can split time. You know what I mean? we can have 50-50 custody.
I'll put it in the bathroom, right? I'm currently in my office, the bathroom.
Yep. Toilet talk.
Bathroom.
When you get a consistent studio, let's say, then we can do some 50-50.
Hey, we get it in the 1,000 subscribers. We'll rent some.
Well, here's the thing, though, too. We get this thing going. We could rent a small space and have a little studio. You know what I mean? That would be going in there. That'd be real nice.
But we do appreciate the ones that watch it. If you
absolutely.
guys watch it, just share it. Don't be embarrassed to have that on your content. Share it.
Me and Preston are pretty embarrassing, but we still love you. You know what I mean?
We asked for 3 things: share, like, subscribe.
2. We are 2 away from our subscriber goal.
We're 11 weeks in. 11 episodes.
Oh,
there's the balloons.
Balloons, 2 away. Let's celebrate. But we are 2 away from our goal. We're at 48. We've been going for 50 since we started, pretty much. Help us get there. Like Preston said, just share it wherever you see it. It does so much. You don't even know how much it does. But yes, we appreciate everybody tuning in.
And if you absolutely hate us, can't stand us, tell us you hate us. Tell us you can't stand us. And
for real.
And we'll keep recording.
Yeah, give us some kind of feedback anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
I need fuel, I need love, and I need support, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Like we were saying earlier, football season's coming. Stuff's gonna get real good. Real good.
Get ready. I think in a week or 2 we might be doing that 999 challenge.
Woo-wee. It's coming.
Stay tuned.
Yet to be determined if it will be a live episode or not.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, I feel like it, right?
All right, guys. Thank you. That has been another week of This Podcast Sucks. We love you. Love you.
We love you. Love you.
You're the man. Thank you, Brandon. This podcast sucks. This podcast sucks. Like it, subscribe it, and share it. And thank you.